that because ABH came out with so many palettes back to back to back to back this summer and fall that maybe it just kind of got lost in the shuffle. So, hi guys, I'm Anne. Welcome to Chronically Beautiful, where we are living our best life, even though we probably don't feel like it. We're just gonna get ready today. I got some new makeup. I am really excited. I got the Riviera palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I got it for 20 bucks at Marshall's, so I'm really psyched to put this all over my eyeballs. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, keep watching. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, and ring the bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. All right, you guys, let's dive right in. Okay guys, so I'm really excited to do a look with this palette. I know it came out last summer, but I'm also never like on the ball with getting new palettes. But I got this at TJ Maxx. No, just kidding, Marshall's. You know I got it at Marshall's for $19.99, which, if you know, what was this palette? Like $54 or $48, something around, like crazy expensive, so less than half price. I'm gonna start with the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Anti-Aging Foundation Primer. I find this to be just like really moisturizing. I wouldn't say it's like a pore filler or anything like that, but it's just a very good moisturizing primer. All right, for concealer today, I'm using this W7 concealer stick. This I found really interesting. It's like one of these that looks like a lipstick, and I feel like I haven't seen or used one of these in about a billion years. It's supposed to have tea tree oil in it. Of course, you know, it came from Marshall's. I think not everything, but a lot of the stuff in this look today came from there. This is a company that is in the UK. I do like it. This is going on, like sometimes these stick concealers are really like draggy and heavy and hard to blend and hard to use. This one is not that way. It's just very buttery and soft, and you have to put very little pressure on, which is pretty cool. So digging that. And it really doesn't have a smell. It doesn't have like a tea tree oil smell or anything like that. I'm gonna blend it with my trusty Sigma F79, which is a concealer brush. I do prefer to use a brush to blend stick concealer, just because I think it does a little bit better job more quickly than a sponge. For setting powder and bronzer today, we're going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette, which is just really a nice little palette, and I think it's like, I don't know, $4 or $5, and it is very nice. You can tell I haven't been getting good rest, and I have not been hydrating enough, because lately I have just had these huge bags under my eyes, dark circles, and it's just not been good. And I'm on a break right now. I haven't worked in a week and a half, but I'm not sleeping well or enough. Staying up too late, sleeping too late, it's a whole thing. Okay, and just gonna use the bronzer on the other side of that palette. For blush, I am going to use this Anastasia Blush Trio. You know where I got it. And I'm gonna go in with just this color, which is called Rose. Also a very pigmented blush. She's going for it today, okay? Sometimes if I overdo, I just go ahead and take a beauty sponge and kind of blend it / wipe it off a little. The Kleenex will work in the pinch too. All right, Anastasia is the name of the game today. Next, I'm going in with this loose metallic powder highlighter for intense luminosity. You know where she came from? Just $5.99, which I thought was pretty cool. And it's probably a little dark. It's in Sunset Aura. And it's so beautiful, isn't it? Just like the most beautiful packaging. So it is pretty dark. However, it's dark in the thing, but I don't feel like it's super dark on the skin, though I did only try it on my hand. We will see. Kind of weird. It's not finely milled at all. It's like very chunky. So we'll see. All right, I'm gonna use my little Sigma fan brush here. It's an F42. That, like, it's not powdery at all. It's weird. Like, look at the way it's like sticking to the brush. We'll let you see it. See how it's like chunky on the brush? This should be interesting. Definitely metallic. It's not dark though, which is interesting. Just kind of shiny. bring as much attention as possible to bags under my eyes, I think, folks. Why the heck not? Yeah, this stuff's weird. It's very, chunky is just the only way I can describe it. I guess that's why it was at Marshalls. I do like the look of it though, once it's on the skin. I thought it was gonna be like really glittery, but it's not. It's like a very wet.
Moisture is the essence of wetness, and wetness is the essence of beauty.
And it's not super dark like I thought it would be either. You know, sometimes the darker highlighters end up looking almost like a bronzer situation. And it looks a little crazy today because I look a little crazy, but that's okay. We're gonna just keep going and hope for the best. We're ready to go in. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. I love this palette. It is so pretty. I love bright colors and just having fun with color and with eyeshadow. The packaging is really beautiful. It kind of feels like fabric. It's not like the velvet stuff that she usually does, but I'm sure it will get just as dirty. And then, oops, there goes the brush. And then, boom, boom, these beautiful shades. Now, fun story about this. I did get a fake version of this palette, like just for funsies off of eBay this summer, just to kind of see what was what. So I'm excited to compare the two now that I have the real one. But I just love these colors so much. So we're gonna go for it. I'm actually gonna even use the brush that came with it because it's got a nice little blendy brush and a nice little shader brush on there. So why not? One in Rome. So I'm gonna start with this shade Coastline right here in the crease. Per usual, my eyebrows are vastly overgrown. At some point I will do something about that, I promise, but whatever. Alright, this little brush is doing a nice job of laying the color down and what have you. It is a little scratchy though, so we're gonna move on from that guy. You know what, just for funsies, why the heck not? We're gonna go in with this hot pink craziness right here called Bahamas. I am using my Morphe M433, and you just have to touch these shadows. You just have to touch it and the color comes right onto the brush. I mean, you do not dig in at all. I'm gonna put that just deeper into the crease, get my pink on. I'm wearing a hot pink shirt today, so this will be fun. Why not? Not going crazy with this, just a little. And again, I'm just touching the shadow, the brush to the shadow, because that's all you need to do. It reminds me a lot of the mattes in the Tati Textured Neutrals palette. Like literally, you just look at it and the shadow jumps onto your brush, which is nice. It's gonna last forever. This is really going on nicely, blending super well. Loving that. I'm gonna take this. Okay, now I am going to take this dark brown shade here. These are all mattes on the bottom, all shimmers on the top. This dark brown shade called Palm. I'm going to pop that into the outer V area and just a little bit into the crease using a Morphe M321. 321. And again, just lightly tapping it in there. Always best to start off light when you're doing these dark outer V colors. You can always add on. It's really much more difficult to take away though. Just want to give it just a little dimension here. Not trying to go all full out smoky. I just want a little something that isn't hot pink and just dragging it about halfway into the crease. Nothing crazy. Went a little overboard on that eye. Let's fix that. And then just going backwards from where I started. Oops. Okay, well, didn't need to add that much color, but whatever, might as well go for it. Just blending away. You know, I'm thinking about this highlighter, and it really behaves on the skin like almost like a liquid highlighter, like just kind of like that's where it goes. So I'm thinking it probably might be better to apply it with a finger rather than a brush. Just throwing that out. I'm gonna take the world's biggest shader brush, the Deluxe Oval shadow into Sales, which is this white color, which is about the only color in the palette you could use as a highlighting shade, and I'm going to do just that with it. We'll also say there's not much going on in this palette that you could use for an inner corner, because it's all the, unless you want to go color. I mean, there's no neutral light shimmer in this palette that if you want to, you know, go that way with it, you'd have to pull in your highlighter or just go bright and colorful with it, which, like, why wouldn't you? That's why you're here. See, I've overdone it on this side, but that's okay, because I'm just going to blend. Just going to go back in with the transition and blend and blend. It'll be fine. And it will be fine because it's just makeup. So, like, if it doesn't look great, it's not the end of the world.
Oh my God!
It'll look great though. When we get it finished, it'll be fine. I'm gonna go in under my lash line with this color here, which is Monte Carlo. It's almost like a mix between Coastline and Bahamas, which are the two orangey and pinky shades I used up top. And I'm using this little brush here, the AOA Studio little brush that looks like a tiny toothbrush. I like these for doing the lower lash line. Yeah, I will say that highlighter is poppin'. Holy shnikes. It's cool. I think I could probably definitely do better with covering my under eye situation right now. But because I have like a million concealers, but they're all in the other room and I'm not leaving the house today, so I'm just gonna go with what we got because why not? All right, and then I'm taking the brush that I used, the transition shade, and just gonna blend that out underneath even more. The little toothbrush places it well, but it's very precise. It's not blendy. I'm gonna do some shimmer on the lid here, and I'm gonna use this shade right here, Seaside. And kind of just see how that goes. And I will start with the brush that came with it. It's kind of a flat shader brush, but we'll see. I have a feeling a fingertip application is going to be good. This is kind of very similar to that highlight. It's like very chunky. I'm not doing a cut crease or any such nonsense, but not that those aren't fun. Ooh, that's really pretty. Really pretty, and it kind of like tones down the whole pink situation we've got going here. It's kind of grayish blue in the pan, but on top of this pink, it really is looking very like lavender lilac. Beautiful. Loving that. And I do like this brush for applying it. It's always nice when you can actually use the brush that comes with it. Especially for like travel and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty. I'm gonna go with my fingertip though, just to see if I can get it to pop a little more. I'm sure had I put down a concealer and done a cut crease, I could really get it going, but you know, I'm not about all that fuss. The fingertip helped for sure. Yeah, look at that. It's falling down into the lower lash line, so we might as well just kind of go with it. Just kind of placing it on there. This is really a great way to make any shimmer work better for you, even in cheap shadows. Either that or hit your brush with some setting spray or water and then put it on. This is working just fine. I'm just gonna do a simple clean it up brow with the Anastasia Brow Definer in taupe. Okay, so I have a new mascara I'm trying. It came in an Ipsy bag. I know nothing about it. It literally just says Glamour Dolls with a sticker that says black. So I don't know. Is this volumizing, lengthening? Is it mascara? we're gonna see. All right, it's got like a nice long, like spiky sort of wand. I really like it for the lower lash line. It's nice. Like it's not doing enough for me up top though. It is lengthening for sure. Not that I could tell you where to get it or what their mascara is because it just says Glamour Dolls. So I guess look into Glamour Dolls if you're interested in this. I am loving this eye look, you guys. It's just so like feminine and pretty. Love that palette. You could really go wild with it though, for sure. It's got all those beautiful, vibrant colors. Yeah, this is definitely lengthening, which is pretty cool. I have to glue this handle back on because this little nonsense is not going to work. Definitely better with 2 coats, which I typically do not have time for. All right, we are going to finish this look off with a lip. This is LA Colors. I got this for Christmas. Will say I'm not a huge fan of the like actual lip pencil. I do prefer like a retractable. I just feel like they're softer. This is so pointy, it hurts.
That's what she said.
And then you gotta, you know, sharpen it. Nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And the matte liquid lip in Fascination, I think was the shade on this. These are great. Great for $2. I will tell you that. Okay guys, so that's the finished look. I really love the shadow. It's really nice, blends super well, nice shimmers, great mattes, excellent palette. I don't know how this ended up at Marshall's, to be honest with you. It's really nice. My only thought is that because ABH came out with so many palettes back to back this summer and fall, that maybe it just kind of got lost in the shuffle. So if you can find one of these at your local Marshall's, grab it up for $19.99. Best deal ever. I am certain you can go on their website and get it for full price right now at ABH. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really had a lot of fun making it, and keep coming back. Take care of you. Sharp shape